What's up, everyone? Today we're diving deep into the heart of Colombia, into the favelas where life has its own rhythm, its own rules. Now, you might be thinking, favelas? I've seen City of God, I know the deal. But hold up, my friend, because Colombia's favelas, they play by a whole different set of rules. We're talking about 10 commandments, each one more intriguing than the last. These aren't your grandma's 10 commandments, though. These are born from resilience, forged in the fires of struggle. And they paint a picture of a community that's as complex as it is captivating. So buckle up, because we're about to explore a side of Colombia you won't find in your travel brochures. First commandment, folks, and it's a big one. Respect the community. Now, this isn't just about being polite, holding doors open, or pretending to laugh at your neighbor's terrible jokes. In the favelas, respect runs deeper than a Colombian coffee bean. This is about understanding that everyone has a role to play, a part in the intricate tapestry of this community. Think of it like an ant colony, right? Each ant doing its thing, working together, and bam, they build anthills that would make Frank Lloyd Wright jealous. It's about having each other's backs, knowing that your neighbor's struggle is your struggle, and their victory is yours to celebrate. It's about lending a helping hand, even when you're running low on everything but hope. Because in the favelas, solidarity isn't a choice, it's a lifeline. It's how they survive. It's how they thrive. Now, commandment number 2 might sound familiar. Family first. You hear it everywhere, right? From the mean streets of Fast and Furious to the hallowed halls of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But in the favelas of Colombia, this ain't just a catchy slogan you slap on a t-shirt, it's the law of the land, the air they breathe, the blood that runs through their veins. Family here is everything. It's the rock they cling to in the storm, the safety net when life throws its curveballs. And trust me, life in the favelas, it throws a lot of curveballs. We're talking fastballs, sliders, the occasional curveball that bounces 3 times before it even gets to the plate. But through it all, family is the one constant, the unwavering force that keeps them going. It's loyalty tested by fire, love that runs deeper than any cartel's pockets, and you don't mess with that. All right, folks, buckle up for commandment number 3, because this one's a doozy. Do not tolerate betrayal. Yeah, you heard that right. Betrayal in the Colombian favelas, that's not just a mistake, it's a one-way ticket to being ostracized faster than a politician at a comedy club. See, in a place where trust is currency, loyalty is king, and betrayal, well, betrayal is like that friend who borrows your car and returns it with an empty tank and a parking ticket. Unforgivable. You see, in the favelas, you depend on your community like a fish needs water. You scratch their back, they scratch yours, everyone's happy. But the moment you break that trust, that bond, you become a liability, a risk no one can afford. It's a matter of survival, of protecting what's yours, and trust me, they'll protect it with a fierceness that would make a mama bear look like a fluffy bunny rabbit. Chapter 4. Now, commandment number 4 takes us straight to the heart and soul of the Colombian favelas. Respect traditions. This isn't about clinging to the past like it's a life raft in a sea of progress. It's about understanding that their traditions, their music, their dance, their stories, that's their identity. In a world that often tries to homogenize, to tell them who they should be, how they should act, these traditions are their way of saying, nope, this is us, this is where we come from, and this is what we're about. It's the rhythm of the drums, the vibrant colors of their festivals, the stories whispered from generation to generation, keeping their history alive, their spirits high. Imagine a world without music, without dance, without stories. Pretty bleak, right? Well, in the favelas, they understand that their traditions are their soul, and they guard them fiercely, passing them down like precious heirlooms. Chapter 5. All right, folks, time for commandment number 5, and this one's shrouded in mystery, intrigue, and enough whispers to make a gossip columnist faint: the law of silence. Yeah, in the favelas, what happens in the favelas stays in the favelas. It's like Vegas, but instead of slot machines and Elvis impersonators, you've got community bonds thicker than a bowl of Colombian ajiaco. This ain't about hiding secrets or protecting wrongdoers. It's about self-preservation, about protecting their own from a world that doesn't always understand their ways, their struggles, their triumphs. Think of it like a shield, deflecting the judgment, the prejudice, the misunderstanding that often comes from the outside. It's a way of saying, this is our world, our rules, and we'll handle our business. Chapter 6, commandment number 6 might surprise you. Safe passage. Yeah, you heard that right. In the favelas of Colombia, they take the idea of mi casa es su casa to a whole new level. You see, within their streets, within their community, they offer a guaranteed safe passage. It doesn't matter if you're a resident, a visitor, or a lost tourist who wandered in after one too many aguardientes. As long as you respect their rules, their ways, you're good. It's about creating a haven, a space where violence is left at the door, and everyone can walk with their heads held high. Think of it like a bubble, a safe zone where the chaos of the outside world fades away and a sense of community prevails.
I feel nauseous, believe me.
All right, folks, commandment number 7 is a universal truth, but in the favelas, it hits different. Work dignifies. Now, this isn't about glorifying the grind, the hustle, the I'll sleep when I'm dead mentality. It's about recognizing that in the favelas, work isn't just about earning a living, it's about pride. It's about purpose. It's about showing the world that they're not defined by their circumstances. Whether it's running a small business, creating art, or simply finding ways to provide for their families, they understand that every honest day's work is a victory, a testament to their resilience, their spirit, their unwavering belief in themselves. It's a rejection of pity, of handouts, of being defined by what they lack. It's about standing tall, looking the world in the eye and saying, we got this. Commandment number 8, my friends, is a lesson for the ages. Unity is strength. Now, this isn't just some cheesy motivational poster you find in a corporate break room. In the favelas of Colombia, unity isn't a choice, it's a necessity. It's the air they breathe, the foundation upon which their community stands tall. Think of it like a rope, right? One strand, easy to break, but weave those strands together, and you've got something unbreakable, something that can weather any storm. It's about understanding that when they stand together, shoulder to shoulder, they're not just a community, they're a force to be reckoned with. They can negotiate with authorities, they can fight for their rights, they can build a better future for their children. They understand that their strength lies in their unity, and they guard that unity fiercely. Hold on to your hats, folks, because commandment number 9 takes us back to the roots, to the wisdom keepers, the storytellers, the heart and soul of the favelas. Respect your elders. Now, this isn't just about remembering to wish your abuela a happy birthday, or pretending to listen to your tio's endless stories about the good old days. In the favelas, respecting elders is about tapping into a well of knowledge deeper than a bottomless cup of Colombian coffee. These are the men and women who've seen it all, lived through struggles most of us can't even imagine, and emerged stronger, wiser, and with a lifetime's worth of stories that would make Gabriel Garcia Marquez jealous. They're the historians, the teachers, the guides who keep their traditions alive, their values strong, and their spirits high. They're the living embodiment of resilience, of hope, of the indomitable spirit that defines the favelas. And finally, folks, we arrive at commandment number 10, the one that sums up the spirit of the Colombian favelas: hope never dies. Now, this isn't about naive optimism, about burying your head in the sand and pretending everything's peachy. It's about recognizing that even in the face of poverty, violence and hardship, the human spirit, that flicker of hope, it never truly dies. It's about finding light in the darkest of times, drawing strength from each other and clinging to the belief that tomorrow can be better than today. It's the laughter of children playing in the streets, the music that fills the air, the unwavering spirit of a community that refuses to be defined by its struggles. It's a reminder that even when life throws its worst, even when the odds seem insurmountable, there's always a reason to keep going, to keep fighting, to keep believing in the power of hope. So there you have it, folks. The 10 Commandments of the Colombian favelas. These aren't just rules, they're a way of life, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, and a reminder that even in the toughest of circumstances, hope, community, and a whole lot of heart can make all the difference. If you're ever lucky enough to find yourself wandering through the colorful streets of a Colombian favela, remember these commandments, respect the culture, and you might just discover a side of humanity that's as beautiful as it is inspiring. So, until next time, stay curious, stay woke, and remember, the world is a fascinating place, full of stories waiting to be told. Peace out.